2 Cents the podcast. I'm Nino. The origin of the Tramp Stamp. People, y'all know what the Tramp Stamp is. I'm going to translate. The Tramp Stamp is a tattoo or a placement of a tattoo that's on females, sexy females. It's on the small lower part of their back, right above their buttocks. And that placement now of a tattoo or ink has grown in popularity. Has grown in popularity of younger women. Has grown in popularity also of labeling it or giving it a name when a woman has a tattoo right there or called a tramp stamp. First, I think it was just an expression women was, using, or women was showing with getting a tramp stamp. Now, a tramp stamp is saying a woman is promiscuous. And they always want to put a name on a woman with a tattoo of a tramp stamp. Tramp stamps or the tattoo is very sexy. So I'm going to run down the origin or how it originated of a tramp stamp. How it came of its existence. What is its meaning? What is its demeaning? What does it look as? And what as the woman is looked as, or women are looked as, in having a tramp stamp on their body. Tramp stamp originated by ancient Egyptians for birth magic. The tramp stamp isn't a sign of trashiness. No, it's not. The tramp stamp emerged in the late 1900s and early 2000s as the lower back tattoo gained popularity among young women. The tramp stamp came from is still a bit of mystery. What a tramp stamp came from is straight up a mystery. What is known is the popular reference we've seen in comedy platforms. The expression boomed in popularity after a 2004 Saturday Night Live skit. And who can forget in 2005 when Vince Vaughn said it might as well be a bullseye in the popular film Wedding Crashers. From their audience saw in reality TV shows such as Rock of Love, tramp stamps linked to a popular kind of woman, linked in being promiscuous. See how that kind of demean the meaning? Arguably, the tramp stamp was born in California, according to records taken from multiple tattoo studios in California. Large number of women requested lower back pieces in the late 90s, echoing judgments from society about feminine sexuality. Why do the women choose the lower back? Very interesting. Because it's one of few areas that doesn't change much over time with weight fluctuation or age. Another motive for the lower back tattoo is it's easy to conceal compared to an arm, chest, or wrist tattoo. Lastly, the pain level is low compared to other places on a woman's body. A recent survey, men found women with tattoos more approachable, but of course, some men said these women give them the perception that they had a better chance of sleeping with them. In time, it's unlikely that the tramp stamp term will go extinct, but there's a good chance that the women wearing them can feel less shamed by society. With tattoos growing in popularity, most won't make fun of the tramp stamp, and most won't make fun of the tramp stamp if their wives, sisters, mothers, or grandmothers have them. You see how the tramp stamp just started out in Egypt as just a birth, as a symbol of nothing, or something that wasn't trashiness. But again, by the time it got to the United States, and from the 1900s to the 2000s, now, us in the United States put a label on it. Women also was labeled being very promiscuous, that enjoyed a tramp stamp or a tattoo put on their lower back. And it only was expression, but it was looked upon as this is a sexual expression. You know, also you see how men can take it and run with it, us men. Tramp stamps are sexy though. I have seen women with them. I mean, it's a turn on to me. So saying that, you see how men, I also think women are approachable with tramp stamps, and they think that it's a shoe-in that they'll have a chance to sleep with the woman or take her to bed or have sexual relations with the woman just because she has that tramp stamp on. Nothing to do with, talking to the woman. Nothing to do with is the woman attracted to them in that kind of way sexual. Just automatic because she has that tramp stamp on her back. She's a piece of meat that they want. But like I say, it's a nice form of art. And most of the ladies that I have seen with tramp stamps, they are nice, very sexy, very attractive, and they keep themselves in some kind of form or shape. And I'm not even mean, because I'm talking about even I done seen beautiful, thick women with tramp stamps. Because remember again, it's in the small of their back, right above their buttocks. So, it's nice. And I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. I had protected sex with a woman that had a tramp stamp on. She was fine as wine. And fellas, it is a turn on when you handle your business doggy style on this woman and that tramp stamp. It seemed like it is motivation. It seemed like it's creatine to your muscles. I mean, you doing the doggy style, and then you looking at her tramp stamp, and then she's already sexy. It was a turn on to me. But again, this is just something that was labeled. But a lot of women like to soak it up, and they don't have no problem with it. They really don't. A lot of women also, it is right, and they're saying about if that tattoo in that certain placement of their body doesn't grow old, it stays the same. It doesn't look messy, because a lot of tattoos, especially on female bodies, you can tell that it's aging or you can tell that it's different. It's wear and tear on it. But now, the tattoo right there seems pretty nice. It does. Because really, women that especially keep themselves in shape, it's not going to be a lot of love handles or nothing like that. It's not going to be lot of accumulation of skin. So it's nice right there. So, again, a tramp stamp is, I'm like I said, I don't really have no problem with it. It was just about to me, Why do this? Because I have a tramp stamp that men automatically think it's on, and, this is what's going on, and I'm easy. I don't think they really think you're easy and everything. I think it's just a sexual magnet that us as men are sexual, sexual indicators to us, as we think in our mind that, that we can holler at you, and it's a chance that, we see we can get you in the sack. Because, us as men, a lot of time, that's how we think. I mean, I'm a man. That's just how you think. And a lot of time, a lot of weight fluctuation doesn't get back there. Just like I said, most of the times, women with tramp stamps, that tattoo in the back right there, usually keep themselves in excellent physical condition. Even if they thick, the thickness is proportionate. I have never really seen, and this is not no knock to no woman that's a little bit obese, because I'm not talking about anybody. I'm just saying, I call it as I see it. I never have really seen a woman very obese with a tramp stamp. Usually they be thick, to tone thick, to slim thick, to basically even slim, you know. So, you know, it's an attractor right there. And I get it too. A lot of tattoos are very painful when women get them. So right then and there, I never know that it was painless back there, but I guess it is too, because I guess maybe the position of where he putting the tattoo is, because I thought all tattoos, but that can't be correct. Some tattoos, men or women, can be more painful when they're placed on certain part of their bodies than other parts of their bodies. So, you know, that's how the territory goes, but you know, it just a saying, that's all. You know, it started out with Saturday Night Live, and then they put their little touch on it, and then so now it started out as, a lot of times, a lot of things that are labeled start out as funny in the comedic world, and then it gets a name that's put on them, attached to them, and then it becomes something solid, you know, throughout modern day, everyday life. And so then there you go right there. But, you know, the origin of a tramp stamp is a beautiful thing. I mean, I have seen all, you know, ages, all creeds and races of women that have tramp stamps are sexy. African Americans, Caucasians, the Latino descent, Cubans, Hondurans, they all are very sexy. I worked with a young lady, and she was a Samoan, and she was thick, but she was sexy. And she, you know, we worked in a warehouse, so this how it went down, Pete. So she would wear shorts, and you know, she would wear one of them little tight things. You know how the women wear them tight shirts with the bra right here. I mean, you know, but she had the cover right here, but and then she'll have on some shorts and her little tramp stamp. You know, we could see pieces of it. She had on shorts. I mean, I'm not saying she came there naked, but she was fine as wine. You know, she was fine, and she was a Samoan girl, a young girl. She was thick, had long, beautiful hair. So I remember she had a tattoo on her thigh, but then she had a tramp stamp too, because you could see the upper part of the tramp stamp, you know, kind of coming up over her shorts. Because remember, she had on one of them short shirts that they wear, them women wear, and she had a little bra on with it, but then her stomach was out. And then she had some shorts on right there. You could see how that little upper part of that tramp stamp coming up, you know, out of there. And we didn't see it in full, but this little girl was sexy. And I think she was about like 20, 21 years old, Samoan. Very beautiful. Had long, beautiful hair and everything. But, you know, I don't have no problem with no tramp stamps. It was just, like I said, brought to me is, Uncle Nino, why, could you chime in on this? Why I have a tramp stamp, and then why does males automatically think I'm easy? And I'm like, nah, sweetie, they don't think you easy. You know, that's just us as males. We want to get up. We want to get any kind of leverage, any kind of, how can I say this, any kind of way of, we seeing it as a plus. You know, if they're attracted to you, of thinking that, you know, they can get you in the sack. That's all it is. That's just what us as men do. And my niece, the one that sent me the text to talk about Tramp Stamp, she's a very attractive young lady, you know, very smart, very astute. And that's another thing I want to chime in with y'all about, peeps, and talk about. Tramp Stamp doesn't have, you know, it doesn't discriminate. I have seen smart, brilliant women, office women, that have tramp stamps. And how do I know? Because I've seen them out and about. You know, I've seen them with shorts on. And I'm talking about they are smart, incredibly brilliant, you know, career-oriented, got things going on for them, you know. Tramp stamp don't mean that this is a hussy or garden tool. Yeah, let's not get it twisted. What I'm trying to say, a tramp stamp don't mean she's a tramp. That's another thing too. Don't get it, people, don't get it throwed off or don't get it twisted on that end too. Tramp stamp don't mean that she's free-willing and her legs are wide open, because remember, this is just a tattoo. I have seen women, and I know women that have a tramp stamp, and when I tell you, buddy, you not finna get none of that. You not finna get none of that. They are not easy. They the type where, you know, if they're attracted to you, you gonna put in some work. You gonna get to know. I'm not trying to say they not eventually gonna go there with you, but don't think that just because she had that tattoo on her back and it's perceived, or the perception is it's this certain name on it, and she should fall in this kind of she should be the way how this name came to existence, meaning that she's a tramp. No way. You know, this woman, these women are business women. There are no way easy like that. So before you know, get to going and thinking like that, pump the brakes. Slow down, Mac Bryan. Slow down, because it ain't happening the other way. The origin of the tramp stamp. Hey, it is a tattoo, a piece of ink on the back of a female's lower back. A lot of females are sexy. A lot of it is expression. A lot of people that turn into it as a sexual expression. Women are promiscuous, or the women that wear it are promiscuous. Might be true too. But then again, it's women that got tramp stamps. Man, you not gonna get the first base conversation, but you not finna get no snatch, and you can believe that. The origin of a tramp stamp. 2 cents.